When I was 13 years old, my family moved from California to Tanzania, East Africa. And living abroad brought a lot of really good. There were so many fun adventures. I learned how to speak Swahili. I learned how to cook Tanzanian food. We went on safari all the time. But it also brought a lot of hard. There were a lot of hard things about living in a third world country, just witnessing a lot of hard things, but also the heart of moving to a different country and leaving friends and family. And I noticed that all the other expatriate families, whether they were there for business or military or an international school, they were experiencing this intense combination of really good and really hard at the same time, and so were their kids. And most of those parents didn't know how to raise kids who were living this globally mobile life, these what we call third culture kids. My parents didn't either. They didn't move overseas with third culture kids. They moved with American kids who then grew to be third culture kids. And one thing that I noticed as I grew older was that sometimes these third culture kids, when they came back to either America, their passport country, or a different passport country, depending on where they relocated from, they would either thrive and be able to use all of the amazing benefits that come with growing up in a different country, or they would really not do well. And I started to wonder what makes the difference. What are the things that actually make a difference as to whether these third culture kids thrive or don't do well in adulthood? Because it didn't seem like it was based on what happened to them. It seemed like it was maybe more based on what they did or didn't get in the midst of the hard that was happening. And so as I began my career, went to university, studied child development, I started to wonder, are there other fields of study that are looking at how children can thrive in adulthood even when they have a lot of loss and a lot of adversity in their childhood? And it turns out the field of prevention science had a lot to offer. And so what I began doing was really applying a lot of the things that people were learning in the field of prevention science to the field of third culture kid care and globally mobile family care. And as TCK Training started, we also started our own research to be able to figure out really tangibly what makes a difference for these families and what makes a difference for these kids and whether or not they thrive through adversity, through the hard things that often we can't even prevent, and have a healthy adulthood. So at TCK Training, we are all about providing hope through awareness. This is hopeful because we're being able to say, these are the things that make a tangible difference. My parents did not take us abroad with resources like TCK Training saying, here's what you can do that will help your family to thrive. And if we would have, I think it would have made a big difference and probably would have prevented a lot of the heartache and processing that I had to work through as a young adult. So look at our resources. We have so many services, so many workshops, so many worksheets, so many different things that really are for the purpose of helping your family to thrive abroad or helping you as a caregiver, an international school worker, anyone working with third culture kids and their families to support them well.